In 1155 BC, the great city of Babylon lay in ruins. Ravaged by the Elamites, its ziggurats were scorched, its temples looted, and its most sacred symbol, the golden statue of Marduk, was stolen and taken east to Susa. The once mighty city, cradle of Hammurabi's laws, was left humiliated and shattered. But Babylon would not remain broken forever. From the marshlands and deserts of southern Mesopotamia emerged a new power, the Chaldeans, or Kaldu in Akkadian, a tribal group of West Semitic origin who settled in the Babylonian south around the 9th century BC. The name Chaldean became synonymous with Babylonian astrologers, scribes, and intellectuals. Over time, they adopted the Akkadian language and embraced the rich legacy of Sumerian and Babylonian learning, continuing the cuneiform tradition, astronomy, mathematics, and temple rituals. In the late 7th century BC, Babylon's destiny changed forever. Nabopolassar, 626 to 605 BC, a Chaldean general, seized power and founded the Neo-Babylonian Empire, declaring independence from the weakening Assyrian Empire. His reign marked Babylon's true rebirth. He forged a powerful alliance with the Medes to the east and helped orchestrate the final siege and destruction of Nineveh in 612 BC, avenging centuries of Assyrian dominance. Nabopolassar began rebuilding Babylon, restoring temples and canals, but it was his son who elevated it to global renown. In the shadow of rebellion and the crumbling Assyrian Empire, King Nabopolassar entrusted his young and ambitious son, Nebuchadnezzar, with command of the Babylonian armies. As crown prince, Nebuchadnezzar led fierce campaigns against the Assyrians and their Egyptian allies, striking deep into Syrian territories and proving his worth on the battlefield long before he wore the crown. His victories during his father's reign forged the military strength that would later define the Neo-Babylonian Empire. Nebuchadnezzar II, 605 to 562 BC, was the greatest king of the Neo-Babylonian Empire, a towering figure who transformed Babylon into the most magnificent city of the ancient world. The son of Nabopolassar, Nebuchadnezzar inherited a rising empire and quickly proved himself as a brilliant general and an ambitious builder, a man whose name echoed from the walls of Jerusalem to the temples of Thebes. Nebuchadnezzar first gained fame as crown prince, commanding Babylonian forces in the Battle of Carchemish in 605 BC. There, he crushed the combined armies of Egypt under Pharaoh Necho II and the remnant Assyrian loyalists, ending centuries of Assyrian dominance and halting Egyptian ambitions in the Near East. This decisive victory allowed Babylon to seize control over Syria, Phoenicia, and Judah. He launched multiple campaigns across the Levant. In 597 BC, he besieged Jerusalem, deposed King Jehoiakim, and took his successor Jehoiakim into exile, beginning the Babylonian captivity of the Jews. In 587/586 BC, after another revolt, Nebuchadnezzar returned, destroyed Solomon's temple, razed Jerusalem, and deported thousands to Babylon, a pivotal moment in Jewish history. He conducted military operations in Tyre, Sidon, and Ammon, asserting control over the eastern Mediterranean. He clashed repeatedly with Egypt, culminating in a major, though indecisive, campaign around 570 BC against Pharaoh Amasis II. Though Egypt was not fully conquered, it was politically and economically weakened by his persistent pressure. Nebuchadnezzar's greatest legacy lies not just in conquest, but in construction. He poured wealth and labor into making Babylon the envy of the ancient world. He reconstructed the Ziggurat Etemenanki, the towering house of the foundation of heaven and earth, believed to inspire later legends of the Tower of Babel. He built the Ishtar Gate, a masterpiece of glazed blue bricks adorned with golden lions, bulls, and dragons, the ceremonial gateway to the heart of the city. He paved the processional way, a wide avenue leading to the temples, used during New Year festivals in honor of Marduk. He restored and expanded over 50 temples, including the mighty Esagila, Marduk's main sanctuary. He constructed canals, reservoirs, and protective walls, reinforcing Babylon's position as a center of wealth, faith, and learning. Legend says Nebuchadnezzar built the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, for his beloved wife, Amytis of Media. Raised in the mountainous lands of the Medes, Amytis longed for green hills and forests. To ease her homesickness, Nebuchadnezzar created an artificial mountain of lush terraces fed by advanced irrigation systems lifting water from the Euphrates, a marvel of engineering and romance. While the historicity is debated, the gardens remain a powerful symbol of his devotion and innovation.